Hey everyone! Today, we're making a stylish fold-over wristlet zipper pouch. Let's go over what you'll need. Fold down the top edge of the pocket fabric by 1/4 inch and press. Fold it down again by 1 inch and press to create a hem. Sew along the hemmed edge. Let's put the pocket on one side. It's pretty simple. Measure 9.5 inches down from the top edge of the lining fabric. Place the bottom edge of the pocket fabric with the right side facing together. Sew along the edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Fold the pocket back along the stitch line and make it nice and flat. Measure 5 inches from the side to make 2 pockets. Sew along the marked line and stitch along the bottom of the pocket. Place the zipper tab fabric pieces right sides together with the zipper ends. Sew along each edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Turn the fabric right side out and fold the edges of the fabric a 1/4 inch towards the wrong side of the zipper tab and fold to around the zipper end. Sew the folded edges of the zipper tab with a top stitch to secure it in place. On one piece of the outer fabric, measure 2.5 inches and mark it. Place one end of the wristlet strap on the marked point. Measure down 1 inch to mark for the other end of the strap. Position the other end of the wristlet strap in a U shape. Pin them together to hold them in place while stitching. Measure 4 inches down from the top to where the fold will be. I attach my label on the side. You can also add a handmade label or fabric tab to personalize your touch. Place the outer fabric right side up. Place the zipper along the top edge, with the right side facing down. Pin them together and sew along the top edge using a 1/8 inch seam allowance. I used a 1/8 inch seam allowance, so the stitches won't show when attaching and sewing the lining. If you know how to sew the zipper, you can skip this and simply place the lining fabric on top, sewing along the top edge. Place the lining fabric face down, matching the top edge and sides. I used a lining that is a 1/4 inch narrower to prevent bunching inside. Match the center, sides and pin them together. Then sew a 1/4 inch seam along the top edge with the lining placed face down. Fold and press the outer fabric for top stitching. Top stitch all the way ends from the other end. Repeat for the other side of the zipper. Place the zipper face up and place the outer fabric face down. Sew along the top edge using a 1/8 inch seam allowance. Sew a 1/4 inch seam along the top edge, with the lining placed face down. Press the outer fabric and zipper away from the lining. Top stitch all the way ends from the other end. Unzip the zipper to make it easy to turn the fabric right side out. Fold the outer fabrics right sides together. Make sure to match the outer fabrics at the zipper, and fold the zipper and lining seam toward to the lining. Fold the lining in half right sides together and pin or clip them together. Pin or clip the outer fabric together. Sew around the edges with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving a small opening in the lining where the pocket is for turning the pouch right side out. For sharp corners, fold the seam at the corner and stitch to make a sharp edge. Turn the outer fabric and the lining right side out through the small opening. Take a look at the corners. This is how it looks when you fold and stitch the seam at the corners. You don't need to turn the corners of the lining. Tuck the seam of the opening in the lining. Pin them inside the pocket. You can top stitch or hand stitch to close the opening. I am going to edge stitch inside the pocket for a clean finish. This is how it looks. Push the lining to the inside of the pouch, making sure both the lining and outer fabric are flat. Ensure the zipper ends are nice and neat. Thanks for sewing with me today. We've put together a stylish fold-over wristlet zipper pouch. Fold it over where the label is, and if needed, add a snap button to keep it in place. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos.